Hi everyone! In this video, I'll be showing you how to use Excel, giving you an introduction to some of the basics. Let's talk a little bit about Excel. So, what is Excel? It's a spreadsheet program that allows you to store, organize, and analyze information or data. So, this means you can save it, organize things, and then look at that information to see trends or to see how it's going. You can use Excel to put information in tables. In addition, you can enter formulas for calculations like adding, subtracting, and multiplying. Excel can be really helpful for business people or researchers, but it can also be used for your education or even for your personal life to help you stay organized. These are some of the words that we're going to be learning in this lesson this week related to Excel. Workbook, worksheets. Oh, and you might want to take notes, okay? And you can pause this video to take notes. Workbook, worksheets, row, column, ribbon, cell, cell name or address, zoom control, and formula bar. Okay, Workbook. So when you open this application, you'll be taken to the start screen and you're given some choices. You can create a new blank document or use one of the templates. There's lots of different templates. For example, you could create a calendar, an invoice. This is like a receipt. You could make a project chart or even a weekly task schedule. And then you'll also see recently edited workbooks. Let me show you how to get to the app. Go to your okay, first you're going to be in you log into your Palomar email, your Outlook. And you're going to go to the app launcher and open Excel. And so, like I said, you can make a new blank document, use one of the templates. For example, if you have a business, you might create timesheets for your employees. And you can use this template. And then there are the recently edited documents. Okay, let's go over some basic things that you see when you open a workbook. Okay? So once you open, you make a new, let me show you. So let's say you start off with a new blank workbook. Okay? This is called the workbook. And in a book, you can have multiple sheets. This is the worksheet tab. So for example, maybe it's budgets for your business. Maybe this is January. And this is February. Right? And March, etc. So you can make multiple worksheets in this workbook. Okay, and then you'll click here to save the file. Okay. In Excel, you have cells. These are the boxes. Okay, and then they're organized into rows and columns. Columns have a letter, like this is column H, and rows have numbers, like this is row 8. And then when you click on a cell, it'll have a cell name or address, like this cell is A1. Okay, so for example, in this one, right, here I'm in B2 or C4. Okay, let's see. The formula bar is where you can enter text or formulas. For example, if you want to add some cells. We have the ribbon. This is where you can edit just like we do with Word and PowerPoint, all the menu options. And then you have the zoom control to make it bigger or smaller. Okay, to select a cell, you click in it, or you can use your arrow keys to get to the cell. Okay, so with I can use my mouse or my arrows to get to a particular cell. Okay. And then what can you enter in a cell? You can enter text, functions, and formulas. This is like, functions are like adding, subtracting, and formula might be you want to add all of these cells to get to this total. And formatting, right? You might make it red or center or have a particular style. So I'll go ahead and show you what it could look like. And you could even pause the video now and open a new tab and practice with me, okay? So I'm going to create a new blank document, and let's say I make a record of tips. Oops. Let's say you have a business and you want to keep track of your employees' tips. So these could be like tips for the month, right? And so this you maybe have 3 servers. And then maybe you want it for every day of the week. So sometimes the text doesn't fit. Oops. So you can click on it and then move it over, right? You could do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, etc. So maybe Gary made $50 in tips on Monday, and Susie made $90, and Beatrice made $75. Okay, just like that. So you just type, and you can, when I click here, you can click here to type too. Like let's say this person made, Gary made 60 and Susie made 65, and then Beatrice made 80. Okay, so you kind of like click there, and then you can click in the formula bar to enter a number. Okay, let's say everybody made the same amount. So let's say it was on Wednesday, everyone made $75. You could click, this here is called the fill handle. You can click and go down, and then it'll do the same thing, so you don't have to type it every time. So that's kind of convenient. And if you have a pattern like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you could, sometimes it sees the pattern, so you don't have to type it. Okay, the fill handle is really convenient that way. Okay, I'm going to go back again to show you. So if I want to select one box, I just click in it, okay? Oops. But let's say you want to select all 3. What you need to do is press, let me get to the instructions. You need to click on the, so click in the first cell, hold down the shift key and drag your mouse at the same time. So I click here, but I want to select all 3. So then I click the shift key, okay, shift, and I hold down the shift, and then I click on the final one. Okay, that way I can highlight all of it. You pull the full handle, and it puts the rest of the days of the week for you. Ta-da! It's so cool. Okay. So that's how you can select more than one cell and use the fill handle. Okay. I was showing you over here the fill handle. It could show progression or maybe just the same number again. Okay. You can also format the cells and the text the way that you want, with a color, size, background color, style, alignment. So, for example, maybe And I think I need a title. I didn't include a title. So I could click there and go to Insert. Oops. Sorry, I'm going to go to Home. And I'm going to click on More. I'm going to click Insert. And then it inserted a new row for me. So I'm going to say Tips. Okay, so you can put like a title, but it doesn't look like a title, right? So the nice thing is that there are cell styles, right? So I could have, for example, a title, right? And you can maybe make it red. So I can click here. Oops. You can click here to highlight different parts of your worksheet. So maybe I want to style this part too. So I'll click on the little, let me move over. I can click cell styles. Like I could have, for example, 40% accent and it kind of highlights it. Or I could make it a heading. That might look nice. You can change the size the way you want, the color. Okay. So you see it went all the way down. I could undo what I did and just make it specific for these. So I'll use my Shift key. So I just select this. Oops, it's still blue, so I'm going to undo one more time. Okay, there we go. So cell styles, maybe I do accent 1. Maybe I'll do 20%. Maybe make it bold. Okay. And maybe you want to change the color of these. Maybe you want to make it like a dark blue color, let's say. Okay. And maybe even highlight this. Make it an accent color. Maybe I make it yellow, let's say. Okay. So there's different ways to format our cells. Okay. So you can, let's say you add information in a cell, but you want to clear it or delete it. You would go to this little eraser symbol. You can clear all or clear contents, or you can click here to delete. So for example, let's say I change my mind and I want to delete this whole row. I can click on that, and then I'm going to go here to delete. And I'm going to delete the sheet row, and there goes that one. If you change your mind, you can always undo. You could also just clear the contents. So I could go here, oops, and you see the little eraser? I can clear the contents so it empties those cells. You could also copy and paste. So maybe you want to write students multiple times. So you can right click to copy and paste. You can choose these commands from the ribbon, and when you're copying, you're going to see this dotted box around the cell that you copied, and that's how you know it's copied. So let's say this one, let's say you say $60, but you want to copy this. So I'm going to right click. Oops. Sorry, it's not working, but I'll just go ahead here to the home. Oops. So let's say you want to copy this right here. You could go to, oops, this clipboard right here. You can copy, and you see that dotted line? That means it's copying. And then you click where you want to paste it, and you can use Control V. Control V, or you can even right click and paste. Okay, just like that. I already showed you the fill handle. That's this little thing right here. It can copy the same information or show a progression. I'll show it to you one more time. So let's say I don't want to type 60 every time. So it's kind of like copying and pasting. I could just, you click on that little box on the side and drag it down. And if they see it, like I mentioned before, if a pattern is noticed, the fill handle like sees that and will continue it for you. Okay? Really cool. Okay. And I already showed you how to format tables and cells. There's that condition, the cell styles. So you can play around with that. And sometimes you have to click this menu here to find it. Okay, so there's cell styles with accent, title. Oops. You could also make like data bars. So there's lots of different, Excel is a pretty powerful tool. There's a lot you could do. Okay, everyone. So after you watch this video, I encourage you to go to the Canvas page that we're working on and practice these skills, okay? You can pause the video, rewind, replay, and just practice some of these basics. Okay, everyone. Hope you enjoy. Bye.